What's up, world? What's going on? We are back with another one, the Rich Souls Podcast, the podcast for the culture. How everybody doing tonight?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We in this thing. Yeah, man. So last week, man, we had a hot one, man. We was talking about gender roles, but as you see, we got a whole new panel again. We got some familiar faces though, no new faces this time. So I guess what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna jump back into the gender roles, um, and see what these guys feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, who want to go first, man?
I'm gonna let one of y'all leave first. I'll just follow after.
Mm-mm. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Uh-uh. So, when you talk about gender roles, what particularly are you referring to?
I mean, it don't.
You tell us what you think of gender
Okay,
roles
yeah.
here.
When you hear gender roles in relationships,
Oh,
what comes to mind to you? Like, what do you think that's all about?
I feel like a lot of stuff people put it on. Oh, men supposed to do this, females supposed to do this in a relationship. But honestly, I feel like it don't matter the gender. It should be done either way. Like they make it to where women we supposed to cook. We know this already. We cook, we clean, we do the dishes, the laundry, we do the chores, we grocery shop, and then they say the men supposed to provide and work, and basically that's what they do, provide and work, and give you the love you looking for, help you with the kids and stuff. But I really feel like both roles can do it. Not like, oh no, I'm not. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. No, but I feel like both roles can play a part in the things that the women do, and I think some women can play a part in some of the things that men do as well. They say, oh, women can't do this. Women can't work these hard jobs, working, construction and state docks and hydroblasts, but you have some women who that's what they choose to do. That's what they like to do. They don't want to do nothing soft or, you know. I feel like it shouldn't matter the gender what you're doing. It just depends on what, but most times I feel like you can do it either way, no matter what.
Very well spoken. Very well spoken. I think I agree with her for the most part.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, T Beasley, what you feel about that, brother?
I mean, she ain't lying. I'm old school. I'm old school. Like I think the man's supposed to work and the woman's supposed to stay home and take care of the house and the kids. And to me, the man's supposed to lighten the load on the woman's supposed to lighten the load on the man. But these
Mm-hmm.
days, it got to be a two income household. Both people got to be bringing in income because it can't be just on one person and expect that person to take care of everything and the other person just lack and just stay home and do whatever. Yeah, that's good, but you also got to lighten the load on the other person. Like, what are you doing at home? Do I still got to come home and fuss at you to clean up? Do I still got to fuss at
Mm-hmm.
you to help the children with their homework or watch clothes or wash dishes or anything? If I got to come home and do all that, then that role ain't gonna work. But
Mm-hmm.
it have to be hand in hand, side by side. If one fall, we both fall. So you can't fall by the wayside. So you got to be hand in hand, side by side. I'm old school. See,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the man do supposed to work and do all that, but the woman's also supposed to take care of home like a woman's supposed to. Like
Mm-hmm.
these days, most women sit at home on social media. The man still got to come home and cook and clean. The man don't come home to no food, and they still want that. Oh, well, that in the old days, the man worked and the one mama took care of home. Yeah, that man came home to his clothes ready to be took a hot shower, his water ran, his food cooked. These days, these men don't come home to them prisons. They still got to come home fuss and argue. But still by the
Mm-hmm.
same token, still gotta be hand in hand. If you help me, I help you. If you down and I'm up, then we both up. If I'm down and you up, it should be the same. That's how I feel about it.
T. Beasley with the slam dunk.
I'm just saying, hey, I'm just old school, man.
T. Beasley said he old school. Call him Paw Paw. Bring that check home. I hear
Call
you.
him what you want, just don't call him too late to eat.
Mr. Political, how you coming, man? How you coming on this topic,
I'm
brother?
saying hell no to all of that. to all of it. And here's why. Here's why. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's take it back for our religious folks, and then our non-religious folks. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of reasons. Number one, God made who first, Adam or Eve?
Adam.
Okay,
Man,
and then he made Eve and said that Eve's job was. He said that Eve. He said Eve was what? I made you for Adam.
Adam.
All right, so that's for the religious folks, right? So God made Adam a helper. That's what he made it for. All right, so that's for the religious folks. Now, let's get to the reality of this shit. So, let's say you a man, you get up, you go to work every goddamn day, you come home, you got your own household, you paying your own bills already, right? You're making your own meals already, you're doing your own laundry already, all of the things, and you got free time to go do whatever the hell you want to go do. Now let me bring in, here's a girl that I decide that I want her to be part of my life. However, what value and what is she bringing to that relationship that I'm not already doing? That's a question. Like any of y'all can answer, and then I'll go on. What is she bringing to my life that I'm not already doing or not able to get?
See, that's the thing with people today. People always bring up that topic. What are you bringing to my life that I'm not already doing? If you were married, would you say that to your wife?
I would say that before I married her.
Okay, but still, if you was married, would you say that to your wife?
I would already have that. I would already have that established before I married.
At the same time, when you marry your wife, she will be filling them same roles that you saying that you will already be doing.
No, sir.
Yes, she will.
Today that would not happen. Today that would not happen. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why it wouldn't happen today.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that.
I'm gonna tell you why. Now I'm 46 years old. If I had gotten married 25 years ago, I could absolutely expect that. That is not the age that we live in today. And that question that I asked absolutely has to be asked. Here's another question for you from a legal standpoint, right? How many divorces are initiated by men? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I know it's a smaller percentage than women.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a single digit. That's how many. That's the percentage. It's a single digit. Now, think about this. You're a grown-ass man. You worked your entire fucking life to establish yourself and have a house and have cars and have whatever, right? And then you choose a woman that don't really want to be a wife, but you make her a wife. Then y'all get divorced, and what do you have left, T?
First of all, if she don't want to be a wife, I ain't gonna make her SHIT.
How you know?
Because I know.
Based off the argument you was just about to have with me, how you know?
I know. Because I know.
But you never asked her. You never asked her once. What? Okay, baby. This is everything that I got going on here in my life. This is everything that I already have established, right? What else can you bring me? Because you could say love all day. Remember, we had this conversation about love, right? Two people with equal goals can can grow to love each other. That two already established people can grow to love each other, right? But like, if the only thing that you marrying for is love, bro.
No, you don't supposed to just marry for love.
Okay, so like everybody catches an attitude when men ask the question, sweetheart, what is it that you're gonna bring? And if she come and she like, listen, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, all those things, I'm a cook, I'm a clean, you're gonna have, this, that, whatever. Like when you get home from work, all of those things. That's part of your contract right there. So those things that she's saying, you like, okay, yeah, I could vibe with that, and that would add value to my life and lift some of the burden off of me for having to do those things, right? Because at the end of the day, and we can argue about this, every relationship, whether it's a friendship, an actual romantic relationship, a partnership, is a quid pro quo. It's a this for that. Nobody is coming into a relationship expecting not to get something, right?
Yeah.
And when
say that these days.
right, so when people say, can we go 50-50? Keep in mind, like, that's not always, and I brought this up the last time we were having this conversation. That's not always fiscal. It's not always about money. It's like, okay,
I promise. I seen something like that on Facebook today.
Yeah,
you ain't lying.
It's like, okay, I'm giving 100% effort, which is half of what this relationship needs. You're giving 100% effort, which is the other half of what this relationship needs, right? Not what we want, what the relationship needs and requires, right? And if that's for both partners to be more attentive, if both partners need to support one another in their goals and whatever, more of that. Or if it is fiscally and your ass need to work and you want it in women or men, they'll be like, I don't need to get no fucking job, right? Like, I don't. What's the young lady who was on our shit on the panel before? There was like she told her man from the get go that she want to be kept.
Yeah,
right. That basically she want to be a kept woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this man got to work 2 jobs in order to make that happen because she used to a certain lifestyle. Shit. Shit.
I got something to say. I agree. I agree with you on most of it.
Okay, hold on. Let me wrap it up. Now I'm gonna give it to you. Mm-hmm. So when you tell me gender roles, the gender role is you're gonna do whatever it is that I need you to do for me, and I'm gonna do whatever you need me to do for you. And if that means I need you to pay a bill this month, and you tell me some shit like I don't pay bills, I was paying all of these motherfuckers before I met you, and now you're contributing to them, right? Electric for one person becomes greater, sir, ma'am, when 2 people are using electricity. The water bill goes up, sir, ma'am, when 2 people are using the water. And if we have fucking kids together, sir, ma'am, all of the motherfuckers is using resources that I am now having to not just pay for one person, but for 2 people or 3 people or shit, even 4 people. And I deserve to do that by myself. And you don't want me to talk about no fucking gender roles? You better get your ass in that kitchen. Better wash my work uniform.
Iron them damn draws. Starts to press.
No, I'm not. I mean, if this was 1955, I'd be like, yeah, baby, I need them creases. I need them creases. But no, like, and I get it, man. Like, there's a difference between. So here's the thing. So I will say yes and no. If you want to be a wife, you cannot be a wife without understanding that gender roles exist. If you do not want to be a wife, gender roles is okay, not fine. You don't agree with it. You're going to be a single woman that's running the streets in and out of different men's bed, or a man in and out of different women's beds, right? For your life. And that is what it is. If that's what makes you happy, because you're career oriented. Most people these days, that's all they talk about is like, I need this job where I can make this much money, or I want to be an entrepreneur and run my own business, right? You can't, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't be a great parent, a great wife, a great partner, and do all of the things other than take care of your family. Like, it don't add up. So like, all the arguments about like not having, you have to have expectations going into a relationship. What are you providing? Baby, I'm already established. This is, how are we gonna get around? I got a car already, like, if she got her own, then that's great, right? And if you don't believe in gender roles, you came into this relationship, you had your own car already, right? And you had your own bills already. Cool. We just partners. You paying your bills over there. I don't touch your shit. And I'm paying my bills over here. And we just got whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right. But like when you start talking about marriage, though, like there's sacrifices, and that's the problem. People don't want to sacrifice it. So sacrifice. So yeah, gender roles should still exist, but that the fact that they don't as much as they used to is why you don't have actual families that work like that are functioning.
Yeah.
My opinion. So hell no to all that shit. Go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry.
Are you good? I don't know where to even start. I got so much to say, but I'm gonna say I agree with you because coming from a female, if you don't work, or if you do work, but your man do most of the providing, he only wants the simple things, is because you gotta eat, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do this stuff already anyway if you had your own home. So if you don't, then that tells a lot about you as a person. But coming from somebody who went to work and then their boyfriend at the time stayed at home, was with the kids, but I see what you mean, because I will come home, there's no food, nothing is clean, kids everywhere running wild, not even in the bed, ready for bed. It makes you feel a kind of way coming from a woman. And that right there, if you are like, what do I need you for? I'm going to work as a woman, and I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing. If I can stay at home, cook, clean, and have your clothes ready by the time you get here, I would choose to do that. Now, I think women like the idea of a wife, but they don't really know what a
The
wife
role.
is.
Yeah.
And I think that when they get in it, they don't know what to do with it. God will send it to you. You ain't gonna know what to do with it because you can't stay out the club.
Can I add something to what you just said? Because I think that's super valid.
Yeah.
I think it's a little deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. I think what it is, it's not about not knowing how to be a wife. I don't think a lot of women know how to not be selfish.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean, like, I don't think they understand what it's like to have to support another human being besides themselves.
Right.
Right. So like women have to learn how to be moms just like dads have to learn how to be dads. Right. And that's no different than a husband's got to learn how to be a husband, but it's more natural for us to take care of. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's more natural for y'all to nurture, and y'all will nurture a baby, right? Obviously, you're gonna feed the baby, you're gonna do all of the things that like it grows on you because like it's what's in you. But as far as like being predictive, like damn, you know what? He probably hungry for a man. Y'all not wired that way. Like that's something that's got to be like almost like trained into. I hate to use that word, but like trained into your partner. Like, hey, listen, you know, I come home around this time. You know, usually I'm hungry around 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever it is. You know, to get on the same page with a person, I think it's hard for women. Like I can't speak for women, so I'm making this statement, hoping you're gonna give me some feedback. But I really think it's very difficult for a woman to identify a need for her man. Like I think it's hard for her to just like look at him and be like, okay, you know, you could look at it, like I said, you could look at a baby and know like, oh, you know what, I need to, and I'm not saying a man needs to be pampered this way, but what I'm saying is like some of the basic things, right? Like a man that works all day or a man that provides a household, right, still has requirements from a woman. Right. And y'all are, in my experience, y'all are the biggest, like, I shouldn't have to say nothing people on the planet. Like you just expect things. And men are very predictive for the most part. Like we'll look at you and be like, you know what? Like, let me take care of this thing. So because we don't want to hear shit about it. so we'll try to go get some shit done. Right. But like generally, I don't feel that women have that same energy or have that same, you know, like predictive nature. Like, what's your thoughts on
They
that?
do. It's just rare. You rare to find them. They
Thank
do.
you.
It's a lot of them out there. It's hard to come
Yeah.
across. Let me tell you something else. The same way they work with women, and the same way they work with men. Sometimes men can recognize what they have. Sometimes women can recognize what they have.
That's
But by the
fair.
same token, it's women. They out there. It's some out there, bro. They recognize, like, if a man have a long day, rough day at work. Sometimes the woman might not even know that the man had a rough day at work. So like, baby, how your day been? He start breaking the day down to him, so they still talk about it. You know what I'm saying? She talked to him with it, start rubbing the shoulder, stuff like that. That stuff like that. A man pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's women out there. It's some out there. I ain't gonna say all of them like that, but it's some out there.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with him. It's like what he said. We out here because
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not just labeling myself as that because it's me. No, this is real because I be getting people who not on my type of time, and I'm young, but you don't find many people my age that's grown in the mind
Mm-hmm.
as they. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying because that's relationships can be very stressful. Like
Yes.
your
Facts.
highs and lows, God will send tests in that relationship to
Mm-hmm.
test it constantly to see. You gonna see if this person gonna be for you or if they ain't. Now, I want to say 16 through 19, I was just doing stuff because now that I'm older, now when I'm talking to somebody, I'll be like, what's your plans for the future?
Yeah.
Do you plan on getting married? Do you want kids? What's your outlook on marriage? And if you hit me with that, why you want to get married? And this, I'm like, bye. Like,
But you
no,
can't.
I know what I want. I'm not gonna
But
change it. No.
you also got to hear the perspective. You can't just be like bye, because maybe it's his experience with
Yeah.
something very specific that happened, and maybe it's like one of these things that happened, and like you like I'm right here though, and like I don't do that, so I'm actually marriage material, and then it's on you to prove that to that man, and it's on him to prove that he would be a good husband for you. So
Okay.
you can't be a runner, a track star. You
Guess.
can't do
Okay.
that
So I'm
shit.
gonna say this then. So you say, okay. So sometimes I did just have somebody do that recently. I ain't gonna lie. I had somebody do, how you said you can't just be like bye.
Yeah.
I asked them, I was like, why do you feel that way? And this just happened like a couple days ago. I was like, why do you feel that way? They was like, because I had this real bad relationship, and ever since, basically, he's scorned. Like he
Okay.
got scarred one time. He said he just don't want to feel that. This came from a grown man mouth. He was like,
Because he grown
I just
man,
don't
he
want to feel that
established
no
and he know
more.
what he want. Yeah, he established and he know what he want. So
Mhm,
just like you were like, I know what I want. However,
mhm,
if you really interested in that person, you should dissect it a little bit more. Okay, well, how were you scoring? Oh, well, she cheated on me, and then you sit back like,
mhm.
well, I'm Alicia. I don't cheat. Okay, what else happened? Yeah, well, she never cooked. She ain't do nothing like that. Like I would come home after a 14-hour day. She didn't ask me how my day went. Well,
Mhm.
I'm
Can I
considerate.
say
Like
something?
I like to think, and I would ask him that, right? And then you date that person. Not saying jump into marriage, but like if you date him and then you figure it out. But a lot of times, man, people run away from what's meant for them to something that ain't, right?
Let me
So
Yeah.
ask
you
you
so
a
you never know until you dive into the details. That's all I'm saying about it.
question. Hey y'all, my name Jay.
What
Let me
up,
just
Jay?
Hey.
I have a
How you
question.
doing?
Okay. I get what you're saying,
Who
but
you
we
addressing?
answer
Who
this
you
question
addressing, Jay?
right. Huh? Mark.
Oh,
I agree 100%. Um, so let me just say this. What's her name? Alicia Boo. Okay. You did say that you wanted to, well, you pretty much what you stated from what I just heard was your preferences. You don't have time for some of the stuff, right? And you rather move forward, right? Move on.
Yeah, because if you unsure and I'm sure, it's like, you know,
Right, wasting your time. And that's the thing. I think everybody have that title to, if I know it's not gonna work out, I can move forward. It's not about just saying, oh well, invest into it. We getting older. I know what's for me. At the end of the day. I'd rather for me to move forward, like I'm gonna use me for an example. I'd rather for me to move forward knowing for a fact I don't have the patience for uncertainty. So my thing is I don't encourage nobody to sit up here and try to figure out, what's the next person move, because that let me know you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to comprehend, you don't know how to empathize. And I just think you'll be a better fit for somebody else. Yeah, we might have the chemistry, but it doesn't mean that we're meant to be. And a lot of people are staying in a relationship just because of the chemistry. You can really have chemistry with a random stranger out there, but when you find out you don't like them, help. you don't really care for that person. Like that person breathing, you be like, nigga, you still alive? You know, but I just feel like it's a person preference. Like I don't have the patience. If it gonna cause me to slow down, or I gotta sit up here and wait for you to figure out what you want to do, and then no, this is not what we agreed to. You messing up our goal. You messing up. You know you're getting distracted. I'm gonna first ask what causing the distraction. You can't give me a reasonable answer. Your ass got to go.
Yeah, Jay, let me comment on what Jay just said, and I'm writing my notes down because I don't like to lose track of where I'm at. So Jay, you just said something very important, whether you know it or not. But like you said, as a woman, you don't want to have to slow down and wait for no man. But I want you to realize though that men do that every day for women.
That's not every man. That may be from your perspective.
Okay. Let me change it. Let me change it. Me,
there you go.
and men that I know, because I don't have people in my circle that ain't doing nothing with their lives, right? They were already doing and achieving and establishing and creating and building, and they decide to bring someone in. They automatically have to slow down. Automatically.
Is it by choice?
To sustain a healthy relationship, they have to slow down, because that's what a relationship is. You're gonna have to slow down at some point for your partner, whether it's to understand, to comprehend, whatever it is, to reset goals, right? To align priorities with each other. You're gonna have to slow down, and that's a sacrifice that men do willingly, knowing that at the end of the day it could be a losing battle no matter what. Because the moment the woman calls it quits, like fuck this, I don't want to do this no more, he loses everything and has to do that shit again.
Okay.
So men take hold on. So men take a very, very, very high risk opportunity, a very, very, very high risk chance on women. And like it is very, very dangerous to not ask questions like, excuse me, miss, say, what's your name? Now, what the hell you bring to the table? What's your credit score? What are your goals? What's your ambitions? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You ever thought that you wanted to have kids? Do you even like kids?
And I agree.
But dating don't go like that. It'd be like, damn, bitch, you fine as fuck. And then you know what happened?
Lights out, eviction.
Oh, shit. Hello? Hey, remember that quick we had the other night? I'm pregnant. Oh, fuck. Life changing. Now that man got a choice. I'm going to be a good dad, step in, make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? Or, well, that's my child, but I got to love him from a distance because I ain't ready to be no dad. All sorts of fucking different shit, right? But men take these chances and risks every day, choosing, because we choose. We do. We choose who to marry. And we talked about this. You weren't on that panel, but we had this conversation before where we said men don't marry for finances. We will marry down. We will marry down as long as that woman's got her head on straight, like the Burger King. Remember this, Alicia, the Burger King nigga? You remember him, right? Right. So a man will grab a woman that work at Burger King and he making 6 figures. Like, you know what? I will. This woman, she deserves more than this. Like this woman is amazing. Like I talked to her for however long. I went on dates with her for 6-7 months, and her head is just in the right spot. She just ain't in a position to go get what she needs to get. And that man will lift her the fuck up at grave risk to himself.
So let me ask this, Mark.
Women don't do that. You see a nigga working at Burger King, you like,
hold on. That's why I insert myself. That's not true. I think is both sides. I've seen women stay when they had the option to leave, and it has drained them mentally, physically, and spiritually. And a lot of women have made that sacrifice most men won't make, especially when it comes to y'all money. We have turned down jobs because, hey, maybe it's cheaper if if I stay at home and watch the kids. Maybe, it's better if he goes out and, get an extra part-time job. But somehow, and I'm not saying all men, but I'm going to speak on my experience. somehow we got all this stuff going on in our lives. Some of y'all still find the time to bullshit. Whether it's cheat, gamble, or whatever the cause is not beneficial toward the household. But yet and still, we're expected to still look at you and respect you as a man and ignore our emotional feelings and neglect them. And then once that light click on and say, hey, this ain't it.
Everything you saying is absolutely
But when I sit up here and choose me, I'm selfish. I'm impatient. I'm not understanding no more. I miss the old you, but when you had the old me, you said, fuck me. When you had the choice to do right by me. And that's be the hurtful thing sometimes in a relationship. And like I said, the last podcast that we had, a lot of women don't express this stuff. And I don't think it's a male versus female thing. I just think people need to be honest and have those hard conversations.
I 100% agree with everything you just said, Jay. And it goes back to what I said before. Men, if you express that to a real man, he gonna slow down. He gonna listen, and y'all gonna try to figure some shit out. Because if a man is deciding to cheat, one or two things is really not happening. Either y'all not communicating sexual desires, and he's not getting what he needs at the house. Two, you driving him fucking crazy with the mouth, shit that you just saying, and somebody else is making him feel comfortable. Or three, you just got ain't shit, nigga, and it just happens sometimes, right? And that happens. But primarily though, cheating happens when there's gaps or conflict in the relationship, which every relationship is going to have it. So with that being said, that means, like you just said, communication has got to be happening. And women especially, because I hate to say it, y'all get stubborn just like men get stubborn, but we stubborn in a different way. But emotionally, y'all can get stubborn and be like, you know what, I ain't talking to this nigga. I'm definitely not fucking this nigga. And that just makes it worse. That just, whatever the situation.
Problem. But let's talk about how many times women have uplifted and uprooted a man from his
absolutely.
Hold on. But yet and still, another fucking woman can benefit off the hard work that woman has installed in that man.
How? Y'all married, right?
I'm not. No, I'm just saying in general.
If a woman
invested in a man, this from the beginning to the end. We can get to marriage part. But my thing is, if a woman invested her time and her energy into a man, even by being a single mother prior before getting with him, do you know how it feels? A nigga prancing around acting like he got this and that, but closing off the fact that, I got this car because my girl had to co-sign. My girl had to throw a little cash my way.
Yeah.
The side bitches don't see that. All they see is, he's flossing. Yeah. They don't see, they deal with him the 20%. It's the 80-20, right? The 80%, I gotta see you complain. You being ungrateful. Yeah, you can get sex. You can fuck a man till goddamn his ancestor can feel it. At the end of the day, when you don't have any self-discipline, you're going to sit up here. Sex can be a drug. It's a quick release. Once that nut gone, that's it.
That part right there, I disagree with you. So like if you in a relationship like that is a big energy transfer. And the fact that, like, sometimes, I'm not saying all women do this, but like some of them use that shit as a weapon, right? Like use that as a weapon against them. And that is like, that's like, it's bad. Like you can't, like when you do that type of shit and y'all not working through conflict, and for some other women, I can't speak for all, but I know that some women, that's all they know. That's how they resolve conflict. And then the issue still exists, right? So you got like a double-edged sword. But what is very true about what both you and I are saying is you got ain't shit men and you got some ain't shit women. That exist out here in the world. And hopefully you're able to read between the lines and figure out which one is.
And I'm dying to know this question. All right, we can have ain't shit ass people, and this is not just a question directed towards y'all men, but we got another female on here. I want to know why. If we know these people ain't shit, why are they worth us jeopardizing our household?
So go a little bit deeper into that. So when you say jeopardize your household, who owns the household?
And I'm glad whoever said that, Faye Wade, that's why you date your social class. Okay. I'm gonna touch base on that
Facts,
too.
wait, we talked
That
about
is
that.
caliber. It's different calibers, yeah. But hold on. So with the caliber thing, right? Sometimes people ain't who they think they are. So who put you in that class of that's the shit that gets me. A lot of people be thinking they him, but you're trying to mimic them. But you can't afford the lifestyle that you're perpetrating, and you're assing up here in the negatives in your account. You know what I'm saying? So you
Stop
don't
the
really
cap.
that. You don't really know. And that's why I say some people, even with you go dating your class, you don't know until you spend time with that person. Yeah. Because shit, I've seen dudes fake it till they goddamn, well, they didn't really make it, but they faked it like a motherfucker. And come to find out, nigga, your lights was off. Yeah. You were eating goddamn Lunchables.
They like this with the money on the Instagram. You go to their house, they got the mattress on the floor. That
and you know, and I understand sometimes people have to, you know, do what they do to get what they want. But I feel like if you're in that situation, you can't afford to date. You can't afford to be somebody's headache. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So like I've got some very strong principles when it comes to that type of stuff, right? So like, yes, I think you're hitting the nail on the head. Social class matters. The interview process when dating matters. So you got to do it. Like, and if you're not doing it, then you're really not serious about dating. And then 2, when you decide to take the next step, you got to ask yourself questions like internal questions like, listen, can I afford to take care of myself? Right. And then before even the partner that you're going to choose, can I afford to take care of another human being? Right. And then can I afford to take care of another human being if you're thinking about children? Right. So you got to be able to take care of 3 people realistically before you decide to jump out there and put yourself at risk. That's both men and women. Right. Both men and women. You got to think about shit like that. But when you say throw away a household, I already told you the legal system benefits women in all aspects. Right. Whether it's who's gonna get the child. The division of assets if you decide to get a divorce. Men take a hell of a risk, especially establishment. I'm not saying young men. Young men got all the time in the world to rebuild. But think if you 45 years, take me for an example, right? 45, 46 years old, right? I've had a lot of my own shit, houses, rental property, everything since probably 30 years old, right? How long would it take me to rebuild that? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I think she's talking about like the legal takes the man's side, except for
no. I watch a lot. Me and my lady, she in here too. I just seen her in the chat. We watch a lot of motherfucking SVU. And I don't never see no niggas get off of that shit. No, but like realistically, if the evidence supports what they're saying, I'm 100%
unless you're Donald Trump.
And they go the same thing. Like if a woman was out here, like they was drinking, her and another dude, and the nigga passed out, and he woke up, and she on top of him getting down. Like that shit go that way too.
But she was going, ex your president.
Yeah,
that's correct.
46 of them for whatever number president he is. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker, fuck that dude. Anyway, yeah.
Auntie, you say homeboy he couldn't afford to put cheese on the Whopper.
Let me tell you something. My thing is,
stop the cap.
I cannot take a dude that tried to act as if he's more than what he is. Like I'm very straightforward. If you gotta sit up here and just lie about who you are, please. I don't watch TV, nigga. I don't want to read your stories. I don't want to try to figure your shit out, making my head hurt. None of that. Like
that's like first date vibes.
Matter of fact, it's unrealistic expectation that you can't fulfill. And I know women do it. I know plenty of women do it. Women, some women, I'm gonna have to talk about us. What I can't stand about us is we will try to mimic another person's lifestyle.
Why?
Insecurity. we are very harsh towards each other. We feel like we got to have the materialistic stuff. And half the time, the women that be bragging about what these men be doing, bitch, you can't afford to leave. You got to stay there. You got to tolerate that. You can't, you leave that man, you going back to the shelter. You going back to your parents.
You talking about a married couple or just people who dating?
I'm just saying in general.
In general, yeah.
Because it happened to married people too. But
Yeah.
my thing is, you don't have to sit up here and showboat when you don't have it. It's all right.
That's fact.
Value what you have.
So I guess what I'm getting at, Jay, is like how they showboat, because this is giving first date vibes. Like, motherfucker saying this initially, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you around this person, you instantly are gonna realize that they not what they saying they are.
Okay,
you know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
say this.
The Mercedes in the shop.
I worked with a lady. My last job, I worked with a lady where she would always brag. She was married. She was been married to her husband over 30-some years.
Okay.
Come to find out, out the blue, she wrote on Facebook, I'm getting a divorce. I need a divorce lawyer. Bitch, you just said he just, he took you on this lavish trip. Come to find out, he ain't paid no bills. Never paid a bill. He's a drunk. He's this, that, and third. Why do you feel like you have to lie to everybody else?
But that's it. No. Okay. Now I got you now. So you might not like what I'm about to say. All right. Y'all are that way. Like, my old lady come home. Let's say tonight I rub her back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm just using me as an example. I'm not saying she do this, but like, let's say I rub her back. And she likes social media. She like, yeah. Hold on, sorry, y'all. Maybe she get on social media like, man, my man's so good to me. He rubbed my back. Last night my back was really hurting, all that good shit. 4 hours later, I ain't answer a call. My battery died on my phone or some crazy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this nigga. I want a fucking divorce. Like, and it's so emotional with you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is that you feeling in the moment can end up destroying the relationship, because the tongue is like a sword. You're gonna say some shit that you can't come back from, right? With a man, like, fuck you, you gonna do shit for me, knowing that this man been lifting you up the entire relationship, and like all of those words you think, I'm sorry, baby, is enough for a man to forget that you said it. It's not. Trust me, it's not. So like those emotional, and it could be any little triggering thing, right? Mm-hmm. But this is why you gotta like know your partner. It goes back to what you said earlier, communicating. Because if you don't, and like you lash out and you say some shit, that back rub could end with you standing in front of a magistrate getting a fucking divorce. And then a year later, you're like, how the fuck did I get here? Right? How let me think about this. And now he done moved on with his life, trying to rebuild all the shit that you got from that marriage, right? And you over there like, damn, yeah, I got this house and I got all the things that from that marriage, but I really just fucked that up because I got emotional about something, right? Men are very logical. We like, hold up, this one over here plus this one over here equals 2. I got how you're feeling, but it's right here in front of you. This one right here plus this one right here equals 2, and we can show it to you. You can lay it out for you. But if you emotional, like, listen, we need to talk about this later when you digest everything that's happening, and let me revisit it with you. No, fuck that. I want to talk now in this state while I'm fucking angry or frustrated, and you don't get nothing except some failure on what you're trying to get after. Like, that shit happens, and it's based on emotion. Y'all are emotional creatures. We are logical creatures. That's just
answer this. Why is it when you speak of men being logical thinkers, as if a lot of, I'm gonna refer to the men that you refer to, the people, the stand-up guys that's in your circle, right? Mm-hmm. So this is my conclusion. If those are decent, good men, why are y'all still analyzing fucked up females? So who's really the problem here?
No, I hear you back there. No, because here's the answer, and you already gave it, Jay. Y'all be some lying motherfuckers too when we meet you. Y'all be some lying. So, yeah, I got my shit together. I'm going to school. I've been in nursing school for 12 and a half years. True. I'm about to get this degree next week. I got plans on being an
Still not answering my
entrepreneur in
question.
the next 2
If you a
years.
stand-up guy,
Hold
how
on,
are y'all still focusing on some fucked up ass females?
because
So who is the
because
problem?
because we are the believe you first, prove us wrong later. That is men, right?
But
Women
I'm a
are.
firm believer
Hold
the
on.
man
Women
set
are.
the tone,
Yeah, nigga, I hear you.
create the atmosphere.
And you gonna show me though, like that
Man
is the way that it is.
set the tone.
And we
The
take
man set the
we take
tone.
the risk. And I said
He
this in the
creates the
beginning.
atmosphere.
We take the risk when we choose our partner every time. Like it is a risk. An already established man choosing a partner is very risky. How
Hey,
you doing?
how y'all doing? The good Lord.
OG, what's popping?
You know, OG's back in the building. I got my
What's your
PJ.
name? State your set. Who are you?
I'm OG. How y'all doing?
What's up, OG?
I got two things, and I'm not gonna take long. God just gave me this on my heart. This is my thing. A man don't slow down for a woman, just like a woman don't slow down for a man. That's number one. Because at the end of the day, y'all both got together as two people and told each other, hey, you want to be in a relationship? Yeah, I want to be in a relationship. So now y'all both made this commitment to each other. Therefore,
It's a team effort.
this is a team effort. Wherever
So-
that person lacks, that's where you pick up. Wherever she lacks, you pick up. Wherever he lacks, she picks up. But at the end of the day, no one's supposed to be slowing down for anybody. Same way how it is that you have your own individuality, you got to live your life. I have my own individuality. I have to live my life. I cannot stop. Excuse me, I'm eating too. I can't stop what I'm doing so that way I can go help somebody else out. Just like you can't stop what you're doing to go help out a random stranger. That's not how life works. If you met, like, say my partner was to mess up, he'd be like, hey, I don't got the bills this month. That's where I step in as the other partner. I'm like, hey, I got you, because at the end of the day, that's my partner. That's what I'm supposed to do. But you don't slow down for nobody and nothing, because at the end of the day, if that person was to be dead tomorrow, guess what? You still got to go up, get to work, take care of your children, and go on about your life. Because at the end of the day, you came here by yourself, you're going to leave by yourself. All right? And you're going in the grave by yourself too. Probably they may be next to you. I don't know. But this is the other part. What? I forgot what he said. Because it was on the tip of my tongue. I don't.
That's the devil
I
right there
just
trying to
feel-
make you forget.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? You better help me, Alicia. Help.
Mm-hmm.
You better help.
You don't want that
Mhm.
down out.
So can I
When-
circle?
when you
let
said
me.
that-
Oh, go ahead, OG.
A lot of times, this is what I think a lot of women need to be educated on. A lot of these men out here, I'm married, praise the Lord. A lot of these men out here can sit there and be like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But at the end of the day, you may be a high quality man, but you are low functioning.
Woo!
And that is a whole other definition.
God damn!
You may be a low quality man, but high functioning. When you are a high quality man, but you have low functioning means you have every single goal in the world, but you lack ambition.
Mm-hmm.
You can say anything out of your mouth, but you have no self-discipline to go out there and do it. You
My
don't have
God.
control. Now, the good Lord told me this on my heart now. A low quality man, but high functioning, he can sit there. A lot of women take this, and I'm a stand here because I took it too. He can sit there, he can disrespect me, he can cheat on me, he can do all this other stuff. But guess what he do? He take care of the house, he take care of my car, he sit back. No matter what, if my nails need done, all I got to do is shoot a text. He takes care of those things. But he does not respect me enough to stay in his place where he's supposed to do the things he's supposed to do and have that self-discipline and that self-respect. He does not have that for me. So at the end of the day, what is it that we're looking for? What is it that a man is looking for? Because I don't understand. I'm not slowing down for nobody. I'm not going to, I'm high. There are very few people in this world that are high quality and high functioning. And with great communication skills. At the end of the day, the Lord gonna bring something into your life. I pray that they do. Okay. But we not finna sit here and be like, men do this and men do that. We're not gonna do it. Cause a
Some-
whole bunch of you
some
men
men.
out here,
Some men.
Some
they be
men,
high
yeah,
quality
some
and you
men.
is low functioning. You want champagne
Some
on
men.
your budget. And I ain't talking about Bud Light. I'm talking about what is Michelle Ultra.
Uh-huh.
A lot of
Michelob
men are
Ultra.
like that. You out here saying you want all these cars, you want a big old house in Texas, but you ain't got no job.
Mm.
Your girl paying for everything.
Mm.
And then you sit here and wonder, why is it she don't want sex from you? What do you mean, sir? I wear the pants in this bitch. Okay?
Trying to fuck like rabbits.
So
What are we
can
doing
I-
here?
can I jump? Can I
That's
jump
all
back
I'm
in
saying.
there? OG, thank you. Because
How
like
about
you
No problem, sir.
you literally put everything that I just said back into that same box and put a bow on it for me, right? So
I don't know
men,
about to say
I'm gonna tell you exactly how you just did that because I started this out. At least y'all back me up. Did I not say from the get go? Every relationship that you in, whether it's a friendship, a partnership, or a marriage, is a quid pro quo. This for that.
He said it.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Because everybody that gets into some kind of relationship is looking for something specific in that relationship that they just feel like they need. And they're either going to ask their partner to be that thing, to give that thing, to do that thing, or they're going to force the fuck out of them or her to give that thing, do that thing, or be that thing. Second, you talk
I
about
ain't
low.
like that.
Oh, I know. It made too much sense, but that is absolute. It's absolute facts. Absolute facts. Next thing you said, low functioning and lack ambition. So, in my opinion, I ain't never seen a low functioning man. Like in my
She
personal. Hold on, in my personal sphere,
You
right?
have worked with
And
them.
maybe
You have
hold on.
worked
Let
with
me
them.
let me get to it because I feel the knives coming out ready to shank. Right. Let me get to it. So I was never around my dad. I'm sure he was probably a low functioning man. I was never around him though. Right. I watched my grandfather, who I lived with, and my grandmother, who I lived with, right, coincide together, live together in a very high functioning relationship, right? And this is during a time where, yeah, gender roles did exist, right? Gender roles existed then. However, my grandmother being a stay-at-home grandma or being a stay-at-home mom, right? Because she was raising us, being a stay-at-home grandma, I guess. That didn't mean that she lacked ambition because she was staying at home. Because she had before staying at home and choosing family first didn't make her low ambition. Right? So she was teaching back then, decided, you know what? My dad, who was not around, can't take care of his son. We are not going to let this kid be anywhere. We are going to take care of Mark. Right? And my granddad's like, yep, got it. Going to get up, go to work. Hold on. Let me get to it because we got to get to low quality, high functioning. Right? So when you say low quality,
I know, I'm saying, so do you base, are you married?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I was married before. I'm not married now, but my partner and I have been together for 11 years.
Period. So my question is, do you base a lot of relationships on how your grandparents were?
No, I base
Like,
my
do you seek that?
I base my characters, my morals, my values off of that, right? And it's not just that. So also another influence in my life heavily is my sister and her husband, right? So like before I became established man, I watched them become established together. And I watched my sister be established before she entered a marriage and entered into a relationship with an already established man as well. Right. So they both brought something to the table. Right. So go ahead.
Let me help here, because a lot of people do this. I know me, I'm a person, I do that too. My parents have been together for over 20 something years. I want that in a relationship, but guess what? Their relationship and their standards are very
different. It's not our relationship for sure.
So I can say that I love to see that. I love that, but I can't bring that into what I have now. A
Yeah.
lot of people do this. They be like, oh my gosh, I want to be like the people that's been married for 50, 30, 60 years.
For
But
sure.
baby, that was a different generation.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a completely
I,
different
I absolutely agree.
This
And I
generation,
said that in the
a lot of
beginning
men
with T.
don't
I
want
was
to get
like,
married. A lot of women don't want to get married. A lot of people don't want kids. It is incredibly hard to date in this generation, but at the end of the day, that's the whole point about you having love. Both of y'all put risk out.
so OG,
You've been
hold on.
with your partner for 11 years.
OG and Jay.
You stick your heart out every day for her, no? And she's putting her heart out for you.
1 second. Because like you guys weren't on here when this first came up. Because you're literally saying what I already said. Literally. Right. So in the beginning of this, I told T, I told Alicia, and I told Bayav, I was like, this generation, you have to ask those questions. You have to conduct an interview in that way because you don't know for sure.
You said something about a credit score. I ain't asked nobody about no credit score. Honey.
No, hold on. So hold on.
You work in the jail, honey. Credit card fraud is a real thing, baby.
I hear you, But you said, hold on. You said you wouldn't ask a man what his credit score is?
Shit, I will.
But I mean,
I want to know those side drawers you got on.
That's me.
Hey, that's good. Jay, that's good information to know.
Listen, I don't want a man to think that I'm trying to get with him for him to provide for me. At the end of the day, baby, I came to this world by myself. I'm gonna leave by myself, and I'm going to stand here by myself. Beside me,
that's a problem. That's a problem because a man will take you. Listen, a man will take you more serious if you ask him what his credit score is.
You about to say the same thing. Hold on, Mark. Let me. It gonna sound better coming from a woman. I don't agree with that shit. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't need you. I can have mine, but nigga, I want to know what you got over there too. We a team, baby. We a TEAM team. So therefore, yes, sir, I need to know everything. I need to know what deodorant you use. I need to know if you wash your ass. I need to know if you brush your damn teeth. I want to know if before you lay in this bed, is your goddamn feet gonna stink. I need to goddamn know everything. What's in your wallet? What ain't in your wallet? Hell yeah, what tissue you wipe your ass? Do you wipe your ass, sir? I need to know everything about you because you not gonna fucking waste my goddamn time. So if you can't answer those questions, we ain't fucking that night. Do you hear me?
Let her cook.
I agree. Because people are getting
Let her
through the relationship and say that they don't even want it no more.
I've been with my husband for 5 years. That's me. I ain't asked that. I got good credit. I don't need yours. I don't. You can work. We can work on your credit so that way your credit is at this caliber.
I ain't working on shit. I need to know what kind of headache you gonna bring me. God damn it! Absolutely. I don't need your shit at 538 when my shit is at 700. I want to see how much you gonna cost me, some bitch. I need to know all of that. I need to know if your mama messy. I need to know if your sister still overprotective of you to the point where it look like goddamn, are y'all dating? I need to know all the damn dysfunction. I need to know if your daddy got 3 toes. I need to know all that because when I tell you, your mind's your mind.
So think about. Sorry, y'all. Think about what Jay is saying right there, right? And let's make it make sense because you will honestly
imagine asking all that on a first date.
I'm not saying on the first date.
Just met 3 days
ago. I'm not saying ask it on the first date. But you also shouldn't be going home with him like Jay just said on that first date until y'all build up this communication. Hold on. So think about it this way. You will go to a perfect you will go to a perfect stranger. You will go to a
project or boondocks. I'm not going over there, and you're not coming over here. Good night. Pay that check.
But you will go to a doctor, and you will tell that doctor that you ain't never met all your business, your family history, like, hey, yeah, my mama had diabetes, my daddy died of a heart attack, all of these things. You will go to a fucking H&R Block in the shopping center around the corner that pop up once a year and lay out your entire financial history in front of these motherfuckers. But like
now there's
you
a
won't
difference
hold on. But you but like somebody that you are personally going to spend the rest of your life with isn't privy to that information.
There's a difference. When
Allegedly.
I go to the doctor, this
Allegedly.
doctor has a degree in his
Dead
stuff. When I go to
ass.
H&R Block, H&R
Hopefully,
Block got a degree in their
hopefully,
accounting. Okay?
hopefully the man
Now,
you
when
gonna
I go
marry
meet
got a
this man,
degree.
this man ain't got no GED, no associates, no bachelors, no masters, no nothing. What the hell do I look like telling you so you can scam me into being into your bullshit? Hell no. You're not finna ask me shit about my credit score.
I'm not talking
My
about
401k.
OG. I'm not talking about your first date.
You
I'm
ain't finna
talking
ask
about.
me what my great grandmama did on her deathbed.
I'm talking about if y'all decide that y'all before y'all get married, before like if y'all both agree that like, listen, I think we're at a stage that we can progress this relationship into marriage. However, that's the time that all of those things, most of it should have already been collected on the way, right? To that point. But like that's the time where you get those last things out to see if that shit actually makes sense for you both. Right.
But see,
And
that was how me and my husband
OJ,
we were
OG,
married
hold
for
on.
4 years. We were together for 4 years, then we got married. But we
Okay.
asked those questions like progressively. Because I did not want him to think that I needed him to provide for me. I didn't want him to think that I was here just to take his money. I did not want nobody to think that. Because at the end of the day, I can support myself. But I want you. That's the difference that a lot of men and women do not understand. I don't necessarily need you in my life, but I want you here.
That's the whole being of a man.
Wait. Say that
again.
The only thing about that I will say, I question why is it, and I'm gonna ask Alicia this: have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you have to convince a man that you're not what you think you are? This is the problem I have with women.
My last 2 relationships, actually.
Why? My question is why? Why the fuck do I have to sit up here and convince a man that persuading me? Nigga, you hollered at me. I was in the store about to get some Starbucks. You fucking with me. So why do I have to persuade you?
That's so
we'll learn each
hypocritical.
other throughout the time of getting to know each other. But
Jay.
I just hate that fact people feel like they have to persuade a person. For what?
Now,
As a woman, I don't feel like no one should feel.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's very hypocritical.
Yeah, I don't feel like
that's
nobody
exactly,
has to sit
that's
up
exactly
like
what you said. That's exactly what you just said. You wouldn't tolerate, like, from a man. Like you just said that. Like, you know.
No, I said don't waste my time. No, you did not hear.
So if a man,
we're talking in a relationship. No, wait a minute, brother.
We're very simple. Listen, if we're asking a question like that, like because we're confused about something in your behavior that's making us ask that question, all we need is some clarification. That's it. So stop. Don't take this so personal. I promise you, men are simple this way. If we ask you some shit because you moving a little weird, or something that triggered us to ask that question, I just told you we're very logical creatures, and what you tell us makes sense, then we're good. Women are the opposite. We can give you the 100% facts, but your emotions are going to take over, and it's this nigga, I swear I think he over there doing this, and we can have like, listen, I was in the army, right? Look, I was on staff duty. I had to do checks every fucking hour. Here I am sitting at this desk, right? And it'll be something else. So like when you're saying like we ask you to prove that you're not something, that maybe your actions are triggering that, and it's so easy. Hey baby, listen, no, it's not what you think it is. It's this, and here's why. It's very simple.
Now, I'm going to break it down in both ways. I'm responding to you, Jay, and I'm responding to Mark. Now, I agree with both sides. I'm back and forth. This is why I say that. Because I've lived that situation. So I'm going to tell you, it don't be more so of proving yourself. It's like, okay, see, I think differently from most people my age. Because when I was in that relationship, I seen that they was, like you say, questioning things. Like you say, it could be something that triggered us to ask that. But in this case, this is where trauma steps in. Trauma steps in because your past relationships, the last person before me, might have did something to you and it left that pierce in your heart or whatever, and you never completely healed from it. And then by the time you move with me, I mean, come in with me, and we're trying to make this work. Okay, I'm like, okay, look, I know I got trust issues. I know how that feel. So now let me come in your shoes for a minute and try to come down to help you, because I once didn't have it all together either. So you see the potential in a person, and you try to see what, because you never know what, no relationship is going to be perfect. So you thinking you're doing the right thing by staying and trying to work it out, because you think it can be by communication, it can be built to something that you can build an empire on. But in all cases, it don't be that way. You just have, like you say, some men who they just traumatized as well, and they thinking, oh, this person is this person is that, and you go finding yourself, because you in love, trying to prove this, or trying to show this person like, yeah, I mess with you, because you call yourself, in your eyes, you like, I'm being loyal, I'm being real, because I'm sticking it out and I'm trying to figure this out. So it's really 50-50, because I'm seeing Mark in, I'm seeing Jay in. You shouldn't have to do this. If I'm sitting here telling you, you should be able to trust me. But sometimes you have to build that
Come on
trust
now.
to get to that person so you can make it work together. And even when you do that, sometimes it just don't work, because most people come into our life anyway to teach us a certain lesson, and they season is over. They gone. And then now you to the next person. So every person is building you up for that person you supposed to be with. And sometimes you got to know when to leave, when this person is using you, and when to know, okay, now they really just playing with me. I'm having to dumb myself down for them. You just got to know.
I 100% agree with you, Alicia, and I'm going to wrap that one up back into that box too, because I just told you relationships
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day are inherently risky, right? You just said it. You are looking at the potential of a partner.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to go on. What they say, their potential, and their actions, right? So if
Right.
someone does something that's out of character, or you do something that's out of character, and your partner, him or her or whatever, chooses to question it, and they may need a little bit more to help validate what it is that y'all have, and it's a good thing. Why would you not validate that thing?
Right. I
Because
looked at it as reassurance. Yeah.
exactly. So like, it's not them looking at you as being less or automatically just assuming the worst. Sometimes shit just need to be clarified. Like
Right.
coincidences do happen in the world, right? Most of the time they're rare, but like if some shit like legitimately happens and you move a little bit different than this situation happened to you before, and experience should have taught you how to move, but you move a different way, and I question that, clarify it immediately. Because if not,
Mm-hmm.
the fool me once trigger starts to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that's
agree with that.
that's fair. So, and like men, like I told you before, men are very logical. Like, okay, played in my face this time. Played in my face this time. I'm not sticking around to get played in the face again.
Mm-hmm.
So either he gonna stay in that relationship because he love you, and then whatever it needs, maybe go fuck somebody else, whatever it is, and then come back. But like that relationship is gonna start going down this way, because you, man or woman, you have to show a propensity for change. Like if your partner address some shit with you that's important to them, and you not actually actively trying to change that behavior, or like you put on the front, like you said, Jay, like motherfuckers masking who they are, like, oh yeah, I'll do that shit, or like y'all make up for like a day or two and then they right back to those same behaviors. Time to get the fuck up
Right.
out of there.
So
You're
let me
right,
just
brother.
elaborate.
Because sometimes
I say
it's go
when it
ahead.
comes down to persuading someone, this is why I say I'm not all for it. Do I agree with both you guys said? 100%. Some people get stuck into all I'm doing is persuading you. I'm losing sight of the relationship. I'm losing a focus on our goal. Now it gets to the point where I'm just doing it just to please you. Then you'll fall into resentment mode. Well, damn, you don't appreciate nothing I do. I hate that I wasted my time. And that's the thing I feel like people need to stop doing when it comes to that. Throughout time, we live in a microwavable generation. Everything has to be so quick and so fast. Hot and ready like Little Caesar pizza. But my thing is, you got to take your time to learn a person. And half the time we can't do that because hell, we still trying to figure out who the hell we are. And when we turn that mirror on us, it gets real dark. It get real ugly. It get questionable. Yeah, it's easy for me to point out the flaw that you have in yourself, but sometimes we need to sit down and say, why did I allow this person to trigger me? What you have to go back through some childhood traumas. Because sometimes it didn't happen with that man or that woman. It happened the first person that was supposed to love you. It's that betrayal you have to revisit. And if you can't do that, I'm going to tell you now, you're never going to have a healthy relationship with your children, a spouse, or your coworkers, any individual. But I get so tired of seeing so many people feeling like I have to prove this. I don't want you to do that. And the reason, a big thing I don't like when women think like that is because you're taking, you trying to force a man out his position. Allow that man to show you he can be that man that you need. You don't have to. I don't need you, man. We have too many women hollering that. I don't need you. I got my own. So what the fuck he there for? He has no purpose, and when you stay in a position that you have no purpose, are you gonna remain there? No.
My face was a reflection of Av just threw up that ticker talking about generational curses, which was a whole nother platform we had going on when we was talking about
generational curses, big dog.
Yeah, so.
Hey, auntie.
And I got my Bible.
OG in the back going in.
That's another day, another day.
I got my strong Bible. We finna what we finna do?
They
Y'all gotta excuse our fake accents because
I will pray this sun going down. You better tell them, man.
We around a whole bunch of cowboys up here.
And y'all tell them don't cross that gun line, boss.
Don't run across that goddamn gun line. Ain't nothing like boss.
Gun line, boss.
Ain't nice like boss. I shot the black out for you.
I'd have
Nice like boss.
Ain't nice like boss.
I ain't gonna forget this, New York City.
Yeah, man. So we gonna skip along real quick, man. We had another topic. It's crazy because Jay, you already brought it up. Stop the cap on social media. Stop the cap. I see it every day, man. It definitely hit different when you know the person in real life.
Ooh. I was finna say that. You took it out my mouth.
Like, boy, you grew up in the church. Where you become a gangster, boy?
Right. What people you drop? We from the same place.
Come on. You got a body. You caught a body.
I was out there with 36 OZs, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you went to private school, nigga. Shut up.
But I see it every day, man. It's like, why? Because the internet lets you be whoever you want to be. And that's part of the problem. Like,
it's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. You absolutely right.
Bruh.
People wear masks.
No, that's literally you know how Mr. Rogers would transition to the land of make believe, and like that's literally what it is. Mr. Rogers is the real life side of it. He's spitting real shit to you, and then he let you go hang out with Daniel Tiger and them boys and over in make believe land. And that's literally what social media is. Like people escaping their regular ass life where they getting bullied or they not making the money they want to make, or they ain't got the best girlfriend or husband or whatever, ain't got the best car, but on there they can Photoshop some shit and turn it into whatever the fuck they want to and make people believe it. Right. So
and then like with a subtopic to throw on top of the stop the cap, let's see. Priorities, man. Like I know we touched on it. We touched on it a little bit a few episodes back, you know, when I brought up the double wide and then the Ferrari sitting in the double wide trailer or the Maserati. I think Soup chimed in and was like, yeah, people need to stop being nosy. But at the same time, if you allow me to see, or you just open up, like even with the social media thing, if you allow me in to see what you got going on, you kind of finna get judged, bro.
Yeah, you can't broadcast on social media and then get upset that your life is now in public like that.
Right.
Those two go together.
That's going
if
on.
If you don't want us to see, then don't show us nothing.
There's a girl on TikTok eating her ass up because she said something about her husband. Just putting her business out there. Everybody was like, eating her ass up. That she was like, "Oh, nah, don't come for my husband." They're like, "Nigga, you the one put your
You
husband out."
Right.
And
You post
that happens all the time, man. And like
Yeah.
you know, people always say social media is not a real place. It is a real place now in 2025. Man.
They
Y'all
made it.
It's
Mhm.
some people reality.
it's now. Yeah, now I'm like, oh, that's real. Like, it's
Because they paying for people to make content now. So people are literally portraying they cleaning their house, they showing you what they cooking, they vlogging their whole day. Because social media is every social media platform is paying for people to put their life out there. It's like a statistic to make you come out and just do
Nah.
all this stuff.
See, at least right here, I won't like. This is where we're gonna disagree because like this is that section where I'm gonna just say people are addicted to attention.
There
Yeah,
you
that
go.
too.
They're
I agree.
addicted.
That's
They're
true.
addicted to being important, feeling
Mhm.
validated.
Boy, you preaching.
They're addicted.
Do
They're
you think
addicted
that's a
to
mental
feeling like
issue?
it is
Boy, that's sick.
it is a mental
That shit
disorder
is sick.
in a way, right?
Mm.
Because it's there's healthy versions of it, right? But let me give you an example of a negative version of this that fucked me up real bad with social media that I will never ever respect. So one of these social media influencers, I'm talking millions of followers, we're talking about how they was, and I saw the story on Facebook, and I don't really like to be scrolling that much. But the story fucked with me in a way because I like to consider myself charitable. I like to give shit away. Like when my kids have access, I give it away. You know, like when they outgrow their clothes, my wife would be on the thing like, hey, babe, I'm gonna get these clothes to absolutely give it away. Right. However, one of these influencers was like, I'm going to fucking Walmart, I'm buying $15,000 worth of clothes, and I'm going down to give these out to things. Number one, you got on the social media platform and said you were going to do these things. So right? So the expectation is now you're going to go do these things. The second part is this motherfucker returned all of that shit after the video, after paying for the clothes, right? Just for the likes and the clicks, right? But never made that that contributable donation, right? Like not even half of the shit, zero. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you ain't got it like that, you ain't got to portray it like that. I would respect you more if you went in there and bought 3-4 outfits and dropped them off to some kids down at a shelter. Right. And talking about I'm gonna spend $50,000, $20,000 on clothes, and some toys for these kids for the holidays and all this shit. I wish I had it like that. Right. Like I absolutely would do that because that's the type of heart that I have. Right. But like that shit is absolutely disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that's weird to me is that these niggas, all their friends is on social media, like they followers and stuff. They don't have no real life friends. Like like you ever just go on like TikTok, whatever, nigga just live. He ain't even doing shit. He just on there. He can't even read, trying to read the comments. Did you go to work today? Yeah, man, I just got off the other day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you don't have no friends in real life. Like all they friends is right there on that app. And that's the thing that's kind of weird to me. Like all day you live, just all day.
Yeah.
Like ain't even doing it important. This and people, but the weirdest thing is people watch it. Like that's the weird thing about it.
So I'm glad you just said that, bro. Because like what I feel like is social media is now the porn for your almost psychopath people. Like they've got different voyeurs and shit. Like, and I'm not saying like everybody, like you want to watch somebody building a porch, you know what I'm saying? And all you watch is DIY people build. You're gonna find that on social media. I like to watch people painting. You're gonna find that on social media. Like she said with the cooking, you're gonna find that on social media. You want to find that weird motherfucker sitting in a room by themselves just answering random ass people. You're gonna find that shit. So it's like another porn, right? Like it's something that grabs their attention, to fill a void of something else. And then the other aspect of it is the attention ones, the ones who are the ones that's posting, right? So like, okay, like if I paint this wall and that's content for people, I'm gonna paint it and get paid for it, right? And then as soon as those checks start rolling in for it, now I got to do it more and more and more and more till it shit just takes over your entire life. You know,
they're like dancing monkeys at that point.
Yeah, that's literally, it's like going to the zoo. That it's literally that.
like back in
Drinking
the
and jiving for master, man.
driving. Like, I've made a lot of content. But my niggas always tell me, man, you got to be posting like 3 times, 4 times a day. I'm like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah, if you want to be that, you know what I'm saying? But I never want to be like, I never want to be the fucking look at the engineer in his natural habitat in there making the music. He's doing it for hours. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, bro?
Content when I feel it, like not just the post shit. Like I make it when I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna tell me you just want me to sit here and make 3 skits a day? Like no, nigga, I got shit to do.
We're gonna leave that to Country Wayne.
I hate that nigga. That nigga's not funny at all. That nigga never been funny.
Didn't he do like a stand up somewhere and that shit was like
Netflix. That shit.
I'm a Country Wayne fan, bro. So I disagree.
I was an early Country Wayne fan, like some of the earlier shit, the skits that he would do, and then it just kind of got like, I don't know.
I mean,
but I don't want to bash another black man.
I was about to say, hate it.
Big up to Country Wayne. Get your money. You know,
I love it. The man's a multi-millionaire.
They support you. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, for me, and it's not so when I do a live video, I'm like the nigga who just sit there. I don't even read the comments most of the time. I turn it on. I run a studio. I run a recording studio. So I show people me just in the studio making music. I don't really say too much. I make it and then I'm like, yo, I'll just cook this up. All right, see y'all later. Boom. And I'm out of it.
But you're not doing it 8 times a day.
Oh, fuck no.
And
I'm retired. I have the time to do it 8 hours out of the day. And I still ain't doing that shit.
Like I see you when you pop up in your car sometimes, like, hey, just check it in, see how, because you, for one, you don't be on social media that much. So when seeing you pop up, it's like, oh shit, they're gonna look at Mark. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But if you own that bitch all day, nigga, I'm gonna block your ass. Nigga, like, I'm tired of seeing this nigga.
Snooze you for 30 days.
So here's something that I think it was Jay-Z said this shit years ago, right? He was like, people keep asking me like, why I only drop an album every like 5 years or so. Nas. Nas like, you know, sometimes, you know, when people have access to you all the time, it kind of dampens the product, right? Like, so by the time the thing that I actually want them to pay attention to, it's time for me to put that out. I've already oversaturated them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what social media is too. Like you oversaturate, and then there's so many people in the same space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that could be good or bad though.
But
which part of
Drake?
It's a lot of creators that I love.
Drake constantly drop, Future constantly drop. These guys are still relevant.
But they're doing it. They're doing it to remain relevant because nobody's checking for them when they don't drop shit.
But they also good at it though. They're good at doing that though.
I mean,
I'll
be waiting on the Drake album.
You know what I'm saying? They good at it. I'm saying they good at it. Everybody's not Drake. Everybody's not Future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, but I think the numbers is a little skewed when it come to them. Though I ain't gonna lie. Like there's a lot of other little hidden shit that's going on with that artist in particular that I think is a little bit fugazi. I'm not saying the guy don't sell out arenas and shit like that because he do, right? But like billions and billions, nigga, it's only like it's only
he didn't have a hell of a run.
And be honest. How long when an album first come out do you actually rock with it?
Well,
about a week, 2 weeks.
If it's going to be kind of instant, but Future,
okay,
no. Future has some albums, Dirty Sprite 2, instantly when I heard it. But I can do that. I can listen to an album the first day. I'd be like, oh, this shit's crazy.
Okay, but okay, so let's take that into consideration. Say you rock it on the first day it come out, and you banging it. Here's the thing: you're banging it in between driving to work, driving home from work, going out to take care of some tasks or whatever, right? But when you get back in the house with your family, you're not running that up. So how are these getting these numbers unless somebody is sitting there with that shit on repeat in a space that they not even in and just letting that shit ride?
It's still different time
zones. Michael Jackson got billions of streams and he ain't with us no more. Michael
Jackson got billions of streams because Michael Jackson was that guy, and he actually, when CDs were still out and records were still out, was selling the same amount of copies of hard, actual, tangible material that you had to put on a record player, put in a tape deck put in a CD player, et cetera, et cetera. So then when other generations started to come along and they're like, who is Michael Jackson? Their parents were still like, shit, you got one of them streaming platforms, don't you? Okay, cool. Put that shit on there. And kids, like my kids, know all Michael Jackson songs. But that's because the generation who were the ones buying those records and those albums and tapes and all that shit are still the same ones streaming that shit.
So you saying
and he still gets new fans.
Yeah, but I think Drake will go out the same way.
So you saying Universal Music Group, right? Which is the head of Drake, the head of that snake that is Drake.
Right, it's a new time though.
And Spotify, they don't have an agreement. They don't have a licensing agreement.
Listen, bro. I'm not saying they don't, but all I'm saying is Drake is this guy of this generation.
I'm not saying he's not. I gave his credit. I said it's not like he's not selling out arenas. The last time I checked, the most seats in any arena is 82,000, and that's MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where the New York Football Giants play. Other than that, 82,000. You got to multiply that a few times, buddy, to get up to 1 billion. Right? That's all I'm saying. Like it's just like we gotta. We know
the numbers could be played with, but that's
we
cool.
know that there's that. I'm not saying he's not a good artist. What I'm saying is when you saturate mixtape, I'm not checking for your album. If I hear about it, then I'll go like listen to it. But I ain't like, oh, where this nigga go?
Drake came out when CDs was still being bought. Just remember that. Okay,
and so did Cole.
So did Cole, and they were
so on the way to New Orleans. Friday.
What was Drake's first week release numbers for when albums were still on CDs?
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Was it okay? Was it 100 million?
Look, it's different, but also remember it's different time zones. Like, this because I'm not done. I'm done listening to it for the day.
Yeah,
nigga, he come to me.
How we get on this nigga? I don't even know.
But the same
point. I get the point. But
we was on Born Center the whole way to NOLA on Friday. Me and the old lady.
Okay,
that's a classic album. That's it. That. But anyway, you was making a point. But we gotta use another artist for that. Yeah. I think a lot of these artists, I'm like, oh, you're not that good. It's no way you sell. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Anybody young boy, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, he's that guy, bro. He's the YN leader. He's the YN leader.
I just don't believe it.
He's the YN leader, bro.
Me neither.
I don't believe he's selling that.
Somebody playing with those numbers.
They playing with his numbers for sure,
bro. You don't know his influence.
I don't even think I made it through a whole song of his, bro.
You don't know his influence because we're not YNs.
But hold on. We just said social media.
Unless he's making money off his show.
We just said social media is addiction, but he on house. He was on house arrest.
He
on the show, right? But
that was the weight.
It's addiction. It's a like the new porn, right?
Yeah.
I work with YNs every fucking day. They don't play him. That's why I don't know who's playing. But I also think people get online to act like they like NBA YoungBoy just because everybody
clout chasing.
He's saying that they like NBA YoungBoy. You get what I'm saying?
That's a hell of an influence.
Dangerous.
No, this is social media. This like quarter zip sweaters now. Oh, yeah, niggas is losing their mind over quarter zip sweaters. This is like all because somebody wore it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all niggas is way late with quarter zip sweaters. Like, come on, man.
A generation.
And they got it from the white people, man. They trying to act like I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, but Mr. Rogers, bro.
I don't argue with black people about stuff like that, but I just let it. But that's what I'm saying. That's how addictive it is.
That's facts right there. They have marketing teams that are also paid to blow up the numbers, and that's facts. And like I said, like
their job.
We know 100% that bot plays exist. Like that's a thing.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
If record companies are losing money, what do you think they're gonna do?
Especially with streams,
they're gonna cheat the system.
You ain't making money like that on streams per play, per album. You know what I'm saying? Per play. You're not making like the physical CD. Though I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Shit, I just blocked for my shit.
I don't know. I just think it's a different time. And if people still had to spend $10 on music, $10 on a CD, the way that we had to, they'd be very picky about where that $10 went.
Yes.
I made about $80
And
off.
let me just say this. The generation nowadays, nobody's making albums for real that is worth listening to.
Yeah.
These managers and shit, like these producers, are really not investing into their artists because it's more like how can I say, it's almost similar to like a pyramid scheme. I'm investing in myself to just get back more. Cause all that motherfucker do is 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and then everybody just keep bopping to it.
Say that again. What you said? I'm sorry. I was like,
It's almost like a pyramid scheme. These produced label records are investing into themselves to get more money back. I'm finna get off subject, but just stay with me. They're just like Clarissa Shields. How can you put up money? I'm not. Let's stay focused. We're not finna talk about Ali. But let's be honest. How can you put up a bunch of money and your network is nothing near it? Investors are selling a dream, and somebody's going to invest in it.
That's facts.
That's all it is.
No, there's no argument to that.
You didn't have that money?
Huh?
You said Clarissa Shields didn't have that money?
Fuck no. Hold, do you checked her net worth?
Why you think
before she signed that deal? That's why I said stay with me. That could be another argument.
I'm gonna bring you back though.
Before she had signed that deal. No, her network is not worth that much. She had investors put up that money.
Yeah.
You're confusing it. You're confusing it. Net worth is not what you got in the. That's two different things. Net worth
is similar though. It's similar. I'm not saying this all together. You know.
So yeah, we can't do that though. So let's keep the information.
The whole thing, the whole scheme behind it. All I'm saying is the whole scheme.
I get the point. I get the point that you're making, but they are two different things. So
there's two different categories, but I'm just showing more.
For instance, Floyd Mayweather right now might have 20 million in the bank. But
I'm speaking to the ones who know more about these individuals. Everybody don't know that young man. Right. That's the only reason why I brought them up.
But what I'm saying is the name, image, and licensing.
I get that. But if you take that away and you look at the whole aura behind it, the ordeal behind it, then y'all get where I'm going with.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want to make sure that we're not conflating the two things,
I got you.
Net worth and actual value.
How much money did she put up?
Say it again.
How much money did she put up? Now you talk about.
You didn't put up that whole what was it? 15 million.
You think Clarissa Shields ain't got 15 million?
Fuck no.
How you been following her?
She did not have it. She did not have it. She needed that fight. If we're gonna be technical about it, she needed that fight.
Why
so that's a payday for her.
Wasn't she the headliner on pay-per-view?
Stated that her investors had put in.
Already made the big money headlines already. See, that's the thing. You don't follow Clarissa Shields like that. So you going on.
I do.
It's no way you just said that. If there's no way you follow Clarissa Shields and you say she ain't got 15 million. She definitely got 50 million. And she probably had 50 million years ago. She definitely got it. She definitely got it now with sponsor deals, and she definitely got endorsement deals and all that shit now. She got a movie about her. That you think she get a story about her?
How many people seen that movie?
Hey, hold on 1 second. Everybody, hold on 1 second. So I'm gonna read this real quick. It says, and this is not counting her fights, and this is not accounting for her net worth. But I just want to give you some perspective real quick. So it says Clarissa Shields, because this is the question I asked Google. I said, what Clarissa Shields endorsements? That's the first thing I wanted to check. Right. So Clarissa Shields has a range of endorsements from sports and lifestyle brands, including Nike, Puma, Under Armour, and companies like Monster Energy, Audi, and Bose. So those companies are all paying her, right? And then on here it says she's also been featured in campaigns for brands like Powerade and has worked with McDonald's and Everlast. In 2025, she signed a record-breaking multi-fight promotional contract worth at least $8 million. So that's in 2025. Okay, and then it says, now let's go to what it actually says her net valuation is.
Mm-hmm. waiting on this.
All right. So this has got okay. So Clarissa Shields' net worth is estimated to be between 1 and 10 million as of late 2025, with many recent sources clustering in the $5 million to $8 million range. Her wealth comes from a combination of MMA fighting, etc. Major deal. She's hold on. In 2022, she signed a groundbreaking 7-figure deal with British broadcaster Sky Sports in 2022, which made her the first female boxer to earn a guaranteed $1 million. So in 2022, she had $1 million. But I'm going to tell you, depending on her lifestyle, that's not a lot of money. All right. And then in 2025, she got the $8 million. And then her prize purses for a fight. So her most recent fight in 2025 against Danielle Perkins had an alleged purse of 1.5 million. For her 2020 fight against Ivana Habazin, she earned only $300,000. So she wasn't.
Let me just say this. Let me just insert this. I love Clarissa Shields, but let's keep it a buck. Tokenism is real. She is famous. Tokenism is real. She's getting popular off the wrong shit, but not her talent. So if we're gonna talk about her net worth, no, she's not putting up that money. That's all I'm saying. She's not putting up that money.
Is it her money or Pat money?
Yeah. So how many? I don't know. I guess I can ask Google this too. But if she's averaging $300,000 take home per fight, let's subtract about $150,000 from that. That she's got to pay management, trainers, etc., the gyms, all that good shit that she works at. Right. That leaves her with $150,000. Let's say she made that per fights. Has she had 10 fights?
17.
She's had 17 fights. Okay. So let's give her $2.6 million off of 17 fights. Right. And that's up to 2022. And then in 2025, she made $8 million, signed an $8 million deal that I don't know the details of, but let's say out of that she netted 5.5, 6. All right. Right. It's still like 15 million. Like the rest of that definitely has to come from investors. Like, and they're got to live. So. Yeah, and definitely got to live. And that's why I said lifestyle matters. I don't know how she lives. I don't follow her like that. Right. But you definitely, like when you're a fighter, you've got all sorts of people behind you putting up money. And so like if they're putting up the money and they give it to you to put up, you like we talked about the front and pretending like you doing something that you ain't, right? Like, hey, I got it. I'm gonna put it up because that's all promotion. That's all marketing.
It's promotion.
Right? Yeah. So, and in the fight world, that's a huge deal. The motherfuckers they'll be in the back before they go out for the weigh and be like, listen, I'm gonna smack you about 15 seconds into the shit. Then I need you to shove me and then like fake punch me in the face. Right, like all of that shit is to hype up fights. Like they've been doing Brett, you know this Don King era, bro. We done seen it all before fights, right? So, yeah. So I'm not saying like I don't even know what we're talking about as far as she put up money for what, like because I didn't even get the context of it.
The thing I only utilized her
to fight Layla Ali.
Say it again.
You said she put up that money to fight Layla Ali.
To fight Ali, and it really was like a little clout thing.
That's some Jake Paul versus Tyson shit. Like that don't make sense. If Layla was the same age as her, Layla would have beat the shit out of her.
Ass. That's why I didn't want to talk about this because we will talk about this shit all day long.
That shit don't make no sense. Layla would beat the.
I don't believe. We would never know. We would never know. We just would never know.
Shit.
But back to the point.
That's you telling me you knocked 3 people out.
I'm not doing this to black people, man.
Out how many more than you ever fought?
Hey, I love both of them sisters. I wish them the best and continue on doing whatever it is y'all doing. Keep making that money. We don't down talk black folks on the Rich Souls podcast.
I try not to argue with black people, y'all. Just stuck in y'all ways, and I have no way to. I don't argue with y'all no more. But back to your point. Back to your point.
Are you not black, my brother?
Look, I'm black, but I don't associate too much with that. Look, I be about to fight niggas in the barbershop because they just still stuck in a same frame of mind. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. The facts will be there, and y'all still will be like, you must be out of your goddamn mind. Like, no, I'm not. I ain't got time for it. Y'all ain't stressing me out. But back to your point, the artists though.
Okay.
You said it was a microwave. You said it earlier. It was like a microwavable. It's in today's era. Everything's microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's like boom, 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 boom. Because to the life of me, I don't know how these artists now, like Burna B, right? One single, they tour off one single. Like it's so crazy how they not even a full album. They don't even got an album. They only got 4 or 5 songs to even do a whole show. But they'll get one good single. It goes crazy on TikTok, social media, everything. Now these niggas, they putting up a tour date. Like, whoa, like off one song.
That makes perfect sense.
generation, bro. New
But
generation.
somebody's investing in it.
No. Let me tell you how much sense that makes, right? So think of like the people like, and if our generation had this, shit would have been 10 times worse. Think of like the Montel Jordans. This is how we do it. That nigga could go to put that song out, take it on tour, perform that shit for $10,000 a night or $10,000 a show up to perform that song to get a club jumping and live his life the rest of the time off the song. Mark Morrison, return on the mic. No, you did. Like all of them one hit wonders, bro, would be ridiculously rich with that model. And to me, it's smart for these young people to do that because once they sign that deal, it's 360. The label owns your name, image, and likeness, right? So you can't promote yourself on t-shirts. They own your brand already, right? This is the sacrifice you're making for them to promote you and market you because you care more about being famous than you do about being rich. Like, and that's a fact of it. So if I had a hit single, shit, hey, pack up the motherfucking Jeep. We going to Miami today, Georgia tomorrow, back in South Carolina at the end of the week, and then we will finish up in North Carolina. And I done made $100,000.
Like your boy T Grizzly when he dropped the first day out, he got a call from the promoter. Hey man, come and perform the song. He like, well, it's the only song I got. I ain't got nothing else that's hot. The man said 50,000.
Do a walkthrough, get paid
50,000. And look at T Grizzly. Look at T Grizzly career when he dropped first day out up until now.
Yeah,
one song.
It's just kind of crazy, man. You know, they're like, damn, they're gonna do that one song. They're gonna have 10 openers.
It's a new generation, though. A new
Come
generation,
on, bro. New generation, new time.
They're gonna do one song out there, but that's crazy.
Don't get me wrong. Like we used to buy records back in the day, and even see some CDs you can get singles, and it had a single song on there, edited version, you know, and the regular version,
radio
and the
version, right,
and the instrumental, and like
3 tracks on that motherfucker.
Being Best Buy, copping them singles. Like that's
3 tracks on that motherfucker.
3 tracks, bro.
3 tracks. You might let you get a remix on that bitch.
This is how we do
it. Hey, he's still eating off that shit because he owned the master. I done seen that shit in like 15 different commercials. So every time that commercial play, he getting paid.
Yeah.
Hey, I wish, bro.
Well, man, I guess we'll piggyback on all this. I don't know when we coming back, man.
Yeah, you could.
So you wrapped it. You said we not doing Friday, right?
It's a toss up. I'll let y'all know in the middle of the week.
Hey, let me close out. I know we didn't get to talk about it, bro, but let me just throw this in there real quick. Anybody who's still listening and watching. So we were going to talk about these Trump $2,000 stimulus checks. Please look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Wait on it.
Do not, if you get that check, do not spend that check. Do not. And I'm gonna tell you why real quick. So until the government, until the Supreme Court, until all these courts decide that the tariffs that Trump imposed on all of these countries are legal, him giving you any income that has come from illegal activities will hereby be recouped by the government at some date. And if you already ain't got it like that, where you just got $2,000 just sitting around, they gonna want their money when they want their money. All right. So my advice to you is take that $2,000, put that shit into like a little CD or something that's gonna accrue some interest, and then when they want that money back, give them the $2,000, and then you made whatever you made off of the interest and call it a day.
Tax time right around the corner, y'all. Y'all should have
I gratefully bow out.
Just wait on it.
You gonna be a check for real though?
That's what he's saying.
Just wait on it.
I see it as I think it's a bribery payment. Hey, nigga, don't pay attention to them Epstein files. Here's $2,000.
Yeah, nigga, a whole check. You know, last time I seen a check.
Just wait on it.
I'm
Brett,
a-
so Brett, perfect
What, they gonna
example.
mail it?
Hold on. So Brett, perfect example of what I'm talking about. You remember this? We were active still. I wasn't retired when COVID happened.
Yep.
And remember, they forcibly made us take the stimulus.
well, it counts.
And,
That,
and what had to happen with that stimulus check?
that bitch back. Right.
You know,
That's
we get this thing called a LES, right? Leave earn statement, right? And that shit would say indebtedness. You like, for what? Oh, you got to pay that stimulus money back.
nigga. Oh yeah, they got us for sure.
What? I didn't want it.
Just wait on it.
You couldn't even decline it, which was
Yeah.
the crazy part.
It got fucking deposited. You know, damn bank account. Like you just woke up one day, you had like a couple $1,000. You're like, what the fuck?
Just wait on it.
Bro,
When
don't
they supposed to be sending this check? I'm just asking for.
asking for a friend.
Mid 2026.
Yeah, it's gonna come out right before the midterms to
Mhm.
convince you not to go vote.
Just wait on it.
I'll be honest, that's when it's gonna drop. I promise it'll probably be like
He expecting that the black
September,
people,
October.
Dead
like
ass.
we ain't gonna take that shit, run off with your money.
Dead ass.
Dead ass in the Ultima pulling up to cash that check.
I know 3 niggas that's doing shit already. They already
It ain't mine. Jordan's
Hell,
crab
folks already
legs.
got planned what they gonna buy with it. They're gonna be my down payment on the helicopter.
Twenty- Do 24s.
whole helicopter.
Do 24s on that
Oh, you
Cadillac.
get a whole ass pack of scratch tickets.
Newport
I'm gonna
100.
might- I'll hold you. I might do some shit like that. I don't pay the lottery. I might
Don
Go buy
Julio.
a whole pack of
I
scratch
roll
tickets.
it.
Powerball.
Let me get the $50 tickets, 2,000 worth.
I need quick picks, nigga, on the
Yeah,
Powerball.
Let me get 1,999 mega millions.
I
They
got
get
it.
the whole rack.
Just
Yeah.
wait on it.
You got 300 quick picks.
Now,
I
now,
got
my,
that.
now my odds are 1,999 and 300 million.
that, nigga.
I'm in there.
It'll take me a week to figure if I won or not. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit,
Ah,
I
It's
want
been
them
great.
2,000
It's
for
been
my
great.
hard truck.
I low key might take my 500 and do that though. I might do that.
2,000 is crazy, bro. Like,
2,000.
Dead ass.
No, I think I feel like we need to put some pressure on his ass. If nigga, you can give everybody 2,000, make it 5. Make me believe it.
Yeah, he can
Make
throw
me
it.
believe it.
He can throw
I
that
mean,
out.
so think about that. 300 million people live in the United States, right? So 3 times 2, 6. So 600 million. 600 million is what they're gonna end up paying out somewhere around there. 600. I don't know what the number is, but like
Elon
they
Musk
get,
got that in
they
his
get
bank
way
account.
more. They get way more money than that in foreign aid. If they wanted to,
My
if
thing
they wanted
is,
to, they could give
don't
you
they
that shit
still
every
owe
month.
China?
Who?
How the hell you print out money but you ain't paid China? But you know what? That's another fucking goddamn thing I got an issue with.
That shit is a scam. We ain't, if
United
we wanted,
States
if we
have
wanted
gotta
to
have
tomorrow, we'd be
bad
like,
credit, the worst credit ever.
I mean, but
I
we run,
know the United
we-
States credit is at a 13.
we run the
Face
globe, we run
card.
the global economy.
Anyway.
Like if the US was like, you know what, fuck this, for a year we're out of the global economy. The world would fall the fuck apart.
Mhm. That's facts. That's facts right there.
I mean, look at the stock market every time that nigga open his mouth.
Yeah.
Just wait on it.
As soon as that nigga be like,
This
ah,
like his
that should be
hairline.
like that should be like minus 10%. You be like, God damn,
Shut the fuck up.
nigga can't win.
That was very, very rude. Like, you know, get some-
Yo, he called one of them
Piggy.
press secretaries Piggy today, bro.
Piggy.
Like,
Don't ask me about the
I
Epstein
feel like
files, Piggy.
I feel like the Secret Service, like they're standing in that room like this. When he say shit like that, they probably like, ooh, should I let her slap the shit out this nigga? I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose my job. God,
I
damn.
know they like that because we
I
like
know
that.
I know they looking at her though. Like probably looked right at her like, oh shit, I hope she don't jump out her skin and fall in. You know what I'm saying? Because it happened with Bush. Remember, Bush was over in Iraq and he was talking to the ministers, and my nigga threw 2 chunk lies. Bush hit that shit like the Matrix.
Get his ass right now.
No.
Fucking-
No, he was a G for that too, because he was like, listen, he's like, hey, look, I get it. He was like, I get it. My man is a little upset. He got a little emotional. It's okay. Let him be. But then he bobbed and weaved the shit out of them bitches. Slip the jab, Bush.
I understand. Trust me, I do.
I'm gonna hit the move, bro. Hey, you don't believe me, man? Go look up this video. Bush dodging the flip flop.
I think I seen that joint.
Yo, he threw that shit. He threw that shit. Like he could have like been just like mad and fucking like flicked them at him. No, he made sure they were vertical and would fly like
Yelling, "You hacking up my kata!" That nigga was mad. Nigga
like a street fighter weapon.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit. Viper. Anyway,
Yeah,
man, I
man.
salute y'all boys. JOG, I see y'all off camera. It was good having the show with y'all. I'll catch y'all the next one. I guess they have what's the date we hopping back on, bro?
If not Friday, I'll let y'all know in the chat. If not Friday, we'll shoot for next Tuesday.
All right.
Respectfully.
Be
Jay,
there.
you gotta make sure the barracks are clean.
So listen, we leave Friday.
Do y'all
Those are shoes.
are y'all like traveling? Y'all traveling guards? So y'all go stay like TDY type
So
shit?
we're in training right now. And
Ah.
before we go back to our agency, we go
Okay.
Friday. So today was laundry day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just shoes
Hey,
up.
listen. See this guy on the bottom left of your screen, and you see me on your top right. We vets, man. We
I'm
like-
proud service too.
Oh,
I'm about to say, until
like-
that too.
listen, we not no rookies to no barracks. Like we live that life.
Oh, fuck with her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we live
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, I got a section on my
See how
barracks.
that shit though for Sarge come up that motherfucker, make y'all carry them goddamn wall lockers out to the courtyard and see how that building.
Our little asses today. My ass is
Yeah.
just as tender as an oxtail. I don't want no problems with them.
Look, Toothbrush on toilets. God damn, I know you thought them days was over.
Listen, I did.
I thought about doing the correctional officer shit, and then I was just like, you know what? I end up right in there with one of them motherfuckers. Cause somebody like I watched this documentary. I know I'm trying to get out of here, but I watched this documentary about that jail in Atlanta, and the motherfucker prison guards was like, yeah, man, we would walk with a female prison guard on the walk, and these dudes would just start beating off and shit, spewing up like nut, pissing on them and shit. Like I was like, nigga. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then some of the motherfuckers just go crazy and shit. Me in the case, like, well, come in here and get me, nigga.
Well,
No,
listen,
I'm gonna get one of them goddamn Animal Planet darts and put your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be in there to drag you out.
being
I had
in
an
this
exit in Texas.
I would say this.
Doing that shit.
Being in this field really just like y'all have to really see it to believe it. How the mind is. People go in savage mode, but if you're not a people person where you don't have no type of communication skills, you won't understand. Like when you take certain stuff from people, their mind go bizarre. Imagine you in them four walls and you getting talked to any type of way, and a lot of it don't be aggressive towards the officer. It be the motherfucker they got to be in the cell with.
Yeah, no, I'm with you because I went to SEER school once and I was ready to slap everybody. I didn't like being in captivity, so me in jail won't work.
Man, what you say? I don't like how they feed people.
Yeah,
I went to SEER school like on a not for real, but like how they show you around like y'all want to stay here for a couple of days at SEER school, and one of them niggas like tapped me on the cheek, nigga. I was out that bitch, nigga.
Nah, yeah, we ain't getting no taps. It was
I was like, oh, y'all really slapping niggas?
and it's not a punch, so it like shocks the fuck out you, and you just like,
It's that shark attack.
yeah, and then like you make this motion right here, thinking you about to do something. Here comes 6 more. You know what I'm saying? And you like,
yeah.
And then but you're thinking about it, right? Because like if you were in a foreign land and one of them dudes slap you, and then you fucking can't control yourself, have composure, you're gonna die. And the idea is to survive long, right? To survive till somebody can come get you. So yeah, I mean, my hat goes off to those people who are dumb enough to want to put themselves in a situation to be in the box. But also I know life be lifing, and some people are in there for, you know, reasons that were out of their control. But at the end of the day, man, I can't be nobody's prisoner.
I'm snitching. Okay.
What you say? I've been doing this shit for 5 years. I'm good at it.
If you slap me, the nuclear codes are in that building right over there. The code is 23, 45.
Yeah.
Country man in
Yeah.
PC.
here. Yeah, I couldn't do they slap niggas day one. Nigga, you only been here for an hour. Nigga, yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Nigga.
But all right, y'all. I gotta fold these clothes up and get my ass up early in the morning. We got PT.
I salute all of you. Till next time.
All right.
Peace.
I'll let y'all.